If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. Now, I'm talking about, man, listen. I know y'all done seen the video, and if you haven't seen the video, I got the whole video on my Patreon. So go over there to the Patreon. I'm gonna leave the link in the comment section. If you haven't seen the video, go over there, get your Patreon membership, and check out the video. Now, in this video, what you're gonna see is, you're gonna see 6ix9ine being stomped. You're gonna see 6ix9ine get kicked in the face. You're gonna see 6ix9ine getting disrespected, right? In this video, you're gonna see 6ix9ine leaving with blood all on his face, and just with that look, like if you ever, you know, jump peoples, or you know, you been in that gang lifestyle and stuff like that, like there's a certain look to a person that has been assaulted. There's a certain look in a person's eyes that just, I'm talking about, that just been beat to smithereens. Like if you seen this and you've been around this and you know, you gang banging and stuff like that, you done seen this look in your homeboy's eyes, you done seen this look in your ops' eyes. But when I seen that, I knew that, yeah, they got with his glamour. They got with him, right? Now, when you see this video, you're gonna notice that 6ix9ine appears to have on boxers. It appears that, I don't know if they done snatched his pants off. I don't know if they snatched his shorts off. But these shorts that 6ix9ine got on, hey man, you know, if he came into that place with them on, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Because them joints right there, that's them old basketball shorts that they used to wear back in the days that was all the way up to the hip. You know what I'm saying? Like, them ain't no shorts that no men wear. So it made me, I mean, on the outside, so it made me think that them was underwear. I could be wrong though, but when you see the video, and if you seen the video, you know what I'm talking about. And another thing that we noticed is that he didn't have on no shoes. The man ain't have on no shoes, and he going to a gym to work out. So that tells me one thing, like either they done whooped him up out of his shoes, or they done took his shoes, or they done took his pants, or whatever the case may be, you know, just to humiliate him. I don't know if he had any jewelry on, but when you look at the video, you don't see no jewelry. So I don't know if they done took his jewelry or anything like that, but you know, if you gonna beat him up, you might as well go and script him though. I'm just gonna be 100 with you. I mean, if you gonna dive deep into that like that, you might as well go on all the way with it. Now, a lot of people are saying this right here, that pardon me, that 6ix9ine was set up by his own bodyguard, right? People are saying that 6ix9ine did have one bodyguard with him, and in the video, you're gonna see somebody, you know, walk behind 6ix9ine or come in with his hand in his pocket, and 6ix9ine, you know, started walking, and that same man started walking behind 6ix9ine. So you see that 6ix9ine, he wasn't alarmed by this man, he wasn't fearful of this man or anything like that. And people are saying that that's his bodyguard, and that's the man that set him up and sent them guys on him while he was in the bathroom. Now, let me say this right here, and I gotta be 100 with y'all, right? The hood in me, that old person that's still inside of me, that's lurking with the intent to want to gang bang and want to be in that lifestyle and all that old type of stuff, because like I say, my whole life was about that. So it's still in me. Even though I done changed, it is still in me, and you would have to go through that or be who I used to be to understand that. If you haven't, I don't expect you to understand it. Regardless of all this, you know, wisdom and everything that's in my beard and in my mustache, when you've been living a certain life for so long, it don't evaporate like that. It still be a part of you. So I'm saying all that to say this. The old gang banger that's in me rejoiced. Yeah, I know. Some of y'all hood educated, how dare you? I gotta be transparent. I gotta be 100 with y'all. The old game banger in me rejoiced. And let me explain to y'all why. Because here it is. This is a man that done snitched on his fellow gang members and put them in prison for multiple years, away from their families and kids and stuff like that. He didn't stand up and say, hey, you know what? I was a part of these guys. We got caught. Hey, we gonna go do our time together. Instead, he acted like an innocent child. I didn't do nothing. You know, I was just being misled. So how are you being misled when you doing stuff like this? Check it out. So as you can see, he's disrespecting Chicago rappers and stuff like that. I'm talking about, you know, I mean, and it gets worse because, you know, even after he snitched on his homeboys, he get out, and then now he gets out and he's disrespecting dead rappers, telling Lil Durk to go pick up his homeboy King Von off the ground. He hoped that King Von rest in peace. You know, no disrespect to King Von and his people, but I'm just, you know, reiterating what this man done said, or repeating what 6ix9ine done said. But he does a lot of disrespectful things.
You just landed in Chicago and all that. Y'all got a huge announcement for y'all. I'm dropping the album September 4th. Tattletales the album. I think the killers, the hitters is over here. Try to keep it down. September 4th. Yo, listen, September 4th, the album's coming. Let's pay respect to all the fallen soldiers.
Yo, keep on, dude.
Why?
Nigga, you know how many niggas died here?
A lot of niggas died.
Mad niggas. Yo, we can get the other bottle?
I got it.
Get the other bottle. Get another bottle. A lot of people died, right?
Oh, a lot of people.
Niggas died.
Make sure y'all go pre-order that album, man. Pre-order the album, man. We in fucking Chicago. Go pre-order the album. Link in my bio. The link is in my bio right now. Go pre-order. There's some hitters over there, so let me get in the car before they come.
And with him doing all this, just for me coming from where I'm coming from, is like, in my mind, I'm just thinking like, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time, you know, because you can't just go on being like that and bringing up all that negative energy like that without something happening to you. And now it happened. So a lot of people might say that, hey, you know, what does the Latin Kings in Florida got to do what happened in New York? And I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been reading comments on other people's, you know, stories and stuff like that. And people are saying, like, these guys are dumb for doing that. They had nothing to do with that. You know, why the guys in New York ain't do nothing. And let me explain something to y'all real quick. And this is just my portion of understanding. When you go to a whole nother state, 6ix9ine, when he went to Florida, he didn't go to Florida with his palms up. And what I mean by that, he didn't go to Florida humbled. He went to Florida with that same New York attitude and with that same I don't give a fuck type attitude. And I told on some guys and ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me. Check it out.
Fucking excuses. You looking for me? You know where to find me, nigga.
So as y'all can see, he down there in Florida in Lamborghinis talking about, look, I'm finna be at this show, 15,000 people. If you looking for me, this where I'm at, right? Now, a lot of y'all might be saying, okay, hood educated, what they got to do with anything? Let me elaborate. When you living in that criminal lifestyle, and you gang banging as well, whether you drug dealing or doing whatever you doing, outside of you representing your gang, you represent that city. You represent that state. And anybody that comes from the outside, coming into what we think that is our state or our city, and doing stuff that 6ix9ine is doing, we look at that as disrespect. I got to be 100 with you. When I was coming up in that lifestyle, when the Detroit boys used to come to the state of Minnesota, especially North Minneapolis, me and some of the guys that I was hanging around with, we had a problem with that. When guys from Chicago would come to Minneapolis, North Minneapolis, and, you know, think they finna set up shop and stuff like that, me and a couple of my guys, we had a problem with that. It didn't matter where you came from. You could have been coming from Memphis, St. Louis, California. If you was coming in North Minneapolis, thinking that you finna set up shop, the guys in my city, or the guys that I was hanging around with, we had a problem with that. Why? Because here it is, you are out of town and you coming into my city, you making us look soft. You coming in my city, acting crazy, acting bad, acting like we soft. Nah, we want to show you that, nah, we are not soft. Welcome to North Minneapolis. And whether that's, you know, from us demonstrating this or you know, whatever the case may be, but you gonna have a story to tell when you go back to your city, dealing with me and some of my guys. You're gonna have a story to tell, right? And it ain't gonna be a good story. It's gonna be a story where, man, we thought they was soft up there, man, and we ran across these guys, and these guys was like the guys back home. You see what I'm saying? That happens all the time. I don't care what state you in. That's just the mentality of gangbangers and people in the criminal lifestyle. So people might say, well, why did those guys in Florida, why did the Kings in Florida do that? It's because they possibly looking at 6ix9ine the same way how we used to look at outsiders. If you in the gang or been in the gang, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't care what state you in, whether you down south, east coast, west coast. Listen, if you come to North Minneapolis, back in my days, and if you ain't locking in with us, and what I mean by locking in, if you ain't like plugging us up with the good drug sales or, you know, with the good prices and all that old type of stuff, we got a problem with that. And so that's what allows me to entertain the thought that the guys that the King brothers that did that to 6ix9ine, they had to see it like that, because from my understanding, they ain't got no New York connections. I mean, but we got to understand it's Kings in New York, it's Kings in Florida. But from my understanding, 6ix9ine never did nothing to the Latin Kings. But being that he coming in Florida acting like that, then, you know, I mean, for an example, like the Haitian dude that hit him in the back of the head. Y'all remember that? When he was walking through the club, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, bro, like you don't, you know, gangbangers and criminals, they just don't, they don't go like that. You know what I'm saying? And so here it is. We got a man that is begging for this energy, begging for it. Check it out.
You know the vibe, nigga. Look, get deep in here. Get deep in here. Get deep in here. Go all the way deep, look. So deep. See the vibe, nigga? 7, 12, 13, 14.
As you can see, that's 6ix9ine on a plane. $1 million worth of cash. Telling the peoples in New York, look, New York is soft. It ain't what it used to be. I'm over here with $1 million worth of cash. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me. He's begging for it. So when you treat criminals like that, you can't expect criminals or gangbangers to be taxpayer citizens. It's like, oh, this what you begging for the smoke? When we catch you, we gonna give it to you. When we catch you, we hope you got that $1 million on you. We hope you got all that jewelry on. That's just how the gang go in the street. That's just how it go. Now, here's my thing. Here's my thing right here. Because the way that 6ix9ine used to talk and disrespect people, you would think that he had some type of, you know what I'm saying? Like he had some type of might. But I'm talking about, man, the way they did this boy on this video, all 6ix9ine did was just like this here, y'all. Curled up. That's cowardice. Yeah. And that goes all the way around the board. That ain't got nothing to do with gangsterism, criminals, or none of that. If somebody putting their hands on you, regardless how big they are, and they don't knock you out and you still able to function, that's cowardice. All the stuff that 6ix9ine used to talk, I would have expected him to be fighting. It's two men. They got hands and feet, just like you. No guns, no knives, or nothing. My natural reaction, listen, man, I don't care if it's Hulk Hogan. If he hit me and he don't knock me out, my natural reaction is to hit back. Even if I know, even if I believe within myself, I'm not finna win this right here, man. That's Hulk Hogan. That's Mike Tyson. If you hit me, just my natural reaction, my natural response is to fight back. Man, you watch this video, man. This man did not throw a lick. All this man did was just curl up. So I gotta ask 6ix9ine, come on, bro. Being that now that we see that you are truly cowardice, then you need to give it up. You need to stop with all that negative energy, because you really is not about that life. Matter of fact, be this 6ix9ine right here. Check it out.
Don't we know? Let's give him a hug.
Yeah, he's so love.
Tell him how was your day before.
Yeah.
Let me see it. Hit him one time. Now she know how to. Like it?
What's up, everybody? So I'm here with Tati. Straight with, you know the vibes. We had a lot of fun today. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all see that? That's the 6ix9ine. That right there is the real 6ix9ine. The giving. You understand what I'm saying? The one that, you know, looks out for children and look out for poor peoples and stuff like that. That's 6ix9ine. All that other stuff, that gangster stuff that he trying to do, man, he need to get that up, man, because that's really not his lifestyle. This hood educated, not lane related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. Before I depart, allow me to give a few shout outs to the blessings that I received this week. Let me give a shout out to Alice Starr Borrow for the $3 cash app. Let me give a shout out to Kwame King for the $2 super thanks. Let me give a shout out to Rachel Stanley for the $2 super thanks. And let me give a shout out to Ethel Nixon for the $100 cash app. I really appreciate the love and support. Like I said, if I said anything that caused y'all to think, please hit that subscribe button if you ain't subscribed to the channel already, and that thumbs up. And go check that video out on the Patreon. Peace and love.